Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of the Joyful Money Podcast. I am so excited you're here. I have a very, very interesting episode for you today, and I cannot wait to dive in. First of all, I have new glasses. I am so happy about my new glasses. I have so many pairs, and so it's always a good thing to add to the collection. I hope you are doing very well. Okay, I'm going to dive right in because, like I said, I have very exciting things to share. And today we're going to look at your offer. Okay, we're going to do some work on your offer. And before you dismiss this and say, oh, I don't need this, I just want you to keep an open mind. The reason is when I've taught this in my paid program, many people have changed their offer, they've refined their offer because you might think you have an irresistible offer, but there might be some tweaking needed to make it completely irresistible. So many people ask me, how do I know I have an irresistible offer? Well, here is the answer. The only way you will know if you have an irresistible offer is that people will buy your offer. That is it. People are going to spend dollars to buy your offer. That is when you know you have an irresistible offer. What does an irresistible offer mean? Well, an irresistible offer means a compelling offer that will make people feel stupid saying no. I read this in one book. I can't remember exactly the book. And the book was teaching about how to write a compelling offer. And he said, a compelling offer is when you put it in front of the right people and people consume your offer. They're going to feel stupid saying no. That is when you know you have an irresistible offer. Now, the reason I'm so excited is because, last week I told you about my new offer. Well, I have my offer dialed in. I started running Facebook ads. And from that Facebook ad, I already have one client, which is like mind blowing. Well, the one client, I have a high ticket offer. And my offer is not cheap. My offer is 20K for 6 months, right? So I know my offer is irresistible because people are buying my offer. And please, I do not want you to compare your results with mine. I know some people might say, oh, she just started running Facebook ads. How come she's having success already? Do not compare yourself with me. The reason I'm saying this is because I do this full time. Okay. Many people do their coaching business on the side alongside their 9 to 5. So I encourage my clients, do not compare your results to mine because I am all in. This is what I do all day. Okay. So I have all the time in the world to work on my business without the distraction of having to go to a 9 to 5 job. I have a 5-year-old daughter. She keeps me busy, but she goes to school. So I have the whole day to think about my offer to make it the best offer I can provide to the world. And I'm going to go through my offer. But like I said, I want to focus on your offer, okay? And I'm going to give you my workbook. I've created a workbook for free. You don't even have to give me your email address. You get the workbook for free. And I want you to go through the key elements in the workbook, right? I'll tell you exactly how I created my offer and all of the elements inside my offer. There's 7 elements of a compelling, irresistible offer. The first one is that your offer must have a clear target audience so that when the person you are trying to reach your offer, they know this is exactly who I am. Okay, because if you try to accommodate so many people, then your message is going to get diluted. I used to say that as business owners, we are magnets, right? But as magnets, you attract the right people. But one thing many people don't realize is that magnets also repel. Okay. So while you attract, if you are a good magnet, you have to repel the wrong audience. And so that's what a compelling offer does. It attracts the right audience and repels audience that are not right for your niche and for your offer. So that's element number one. Element number two is that your offer has to provide a tangible transformation. There should be no mincing words. There has to be a tangible transformation. And what is a tangible transformation? Well, a tangible transformation is a before and after. So we're going to go through the workbook. I'm going to share my screen and go through the workbook. But let me just go through the 7 elements so you have a mental idea of what an irresistible offer is. So as I go through these elements, I want you to start thinking what these elements are for your offer. Now, I know some people are listening on the podcast. If you're on the audio version of the podcast, please do not, for example, if you're driving, please do not attempt to do this while you're driving. Listen to the podcast, and when you get back home or in a safe place, go and download. I'm going to add the link, download the workbook, and you can go through with me, okay? So we've gone through number 1, which is having a clear target audience. We've gone through number 2, which is a tangible transformation. That's a before and after. Element number 3 is you have to offer irresistible value. Okay? So you have to over deliver on the value. And this is one thing that has really helped me in my life. And it's the value of compensation. It's the law of compensation. The law of compensation says that you will get paid in relation to how much value you create in the world. So I come from a school of thought that says give as much value as you can. Okay? If I give things away for free, and that's the law of the universe, you will get compensated in comparison with the amount of value you put out into the world. And that's why I'm so confident that you can make success inevitable for you if you do how I have built my business, which is giving value, value. And before you know, you start getting paid. Okay. So your offer has to over deliver on value. Here's an example. If I told you, oh, this whatever costs $20,000, you might say, oh, $20,000 is too expensive, right? But you might think it's expensive, but if I tell you what the thing is, if I say, okay, your $20,000 will give you a beach house in Florida. Oh, now you might say, oh, okay, then it's not expensive, right? So now I've given you some context because I've now told you I'm giving you a beach house in Florida. And now you're like, oh yeah, take my 20K. Okay. So the thing you provide to your client has to be so valuable that the amount you're requesting to be paid will pale in comparison to that value. Okay, so I want you to start thinking as you create your offer or as you review your offer, think how can I make the value so great that people feel stupid saying that? And then number 4 is to give value ahead of time. Now, this is something my coach teaches me, Brooke Castillo. Giving value ahead of time means you give people a transformation even before they've paid you. And I'm going to give you an example of my offer when I go through the workbook. It's going to be very clear to you. Element number 5 is to create a compelling story. Now, stories sell, right? Because there's facts and figures everywhere. But when you create a compelling story and your clients, your ideal clients can see themselves in that compelling story, they're more likely to buy. And then element number 6 is to highlight social proof. Why should people trust you? What results have you created for clients in the past that will give them a sense of, oh, this person can help me? And the last element is element number 7, create a clear call to action. There should be no mincing words. Your clients, after reading your compelling offer, should know exactly what to do to move to the next level. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen now and you're going to see exactly the workbook I'm going to share with you completely free. Okay, here's the workbook I'm giving you completely free. If you're on the podcast, there's gonna be a link in there. And if you're on YouTube, there's gonna be a link as well. So you can grab this workbook for free. Now, here are the elements I've just gone through. I want you to, like I said in my last video, I want you to come along on this journey with me. And I'm gonna show you exactly what has worked for me so that you can refine your offer, because most of you already have your offer, and if you don't have your offer, you can create your offer from scratch. Okay, so the first step is to define a clear target audience. Now, your target audience, you can specify age, occupation, income, business type, depending on your niche. You also define their biggest pain points and then their deepest desires. This is how you can deep dive into your target audience. Now, as I go through this workbook, I know you're going to work through it later, but I'm going to go through using my example. My target audience is established coaches and consultants who want to scale their businesses. That's exactly who I target. Established coaches and consultants who want to scale their businesses. Craft a tangible transformation. What is the tangible transformation that people will go through after going through your program, after buying your product? Now, you need to define the specific outcome that your clients will achieve after working with you. What will their life be like, or their businesses be like before and after? So, I've created a table for you to fill out here. What are your clients before, and then what will they achieve after? I'm going to give you an example of mine. My offer is you will learn how to leverage AI and AI automation to get 8 to 10 new clients booked in your calendar every single week. This is how I take my clients to the 50K monthly recurring revenue. So my transformation is you will get to 50K monthly recurring revenue. And how I do that is you will have every single week 8 to 10 new clients booked in your calendar. That's my transformation. Very simple, very clear. Anyone who reads my offer, whether you're on Facebook, you view my ads, my offer is very clear. So do this for yourself. What's the before and what's the after? The next element is to over deliver on value. Now, this is what you have to build into your program. Remember the analogy I gave you about the beach house? How can you over deliver on value? Now, in my coaching program, I over deliver on value by giving the mindset element as well. So even though I give you my strategy, I give you the mindset element as well. I also give you access to all of my custom GPTs. So custom GPTs are specific AI tools I have built, and I give my clients access to those custom GPTs. So that's one of the ways I over deliver on value. Number 5, give value ahead of time. So this was why I said that you give value ahead of time for free, completely free. And this has to be hugely valuable, okay? Not just a free PDF. It might be a free PDF depending on how valuable the PDF is. But the thing you're giving away for free has to be very, very valuable. So here's my example. In my example, this is what I give completely free to anyone who comes into my world. I give them their own very own AI clone. So I teach them how to create their AI clone. That's a clone of them in AI that will take over a lot of the repetitive tasks they do in their businesses. And many people have told me that that AI clone I create for them has been the most valuable business assets they have. Right? So can you see creating the AI clone for my clients to be, so they've not paid me yet, but I'm giving them this completely free. An AI clone of themselves is like an AI assistant that can do a lot of the tasks for them. So think about it. What can you give to your clients that will be free but hugely valuable? Okay. Now, the next one is to create a compelling story. So you have to create a compelling story for yourself and for your business. Here is my compelling story. I went through the life coach school. I was certified by Dave Ramsey. I told you my story in the last video, right? So if you haven't listened to that, go back and listen to that. But I'm giving you an example of how a compelling story can help people go ahead and pay you. So my compelling story is I was trying to start a coaching business. I was struggling to get clients even after all of my certifications. I was doing Facebook ads. I had a YouTube channel, a podcast, all of those things, but clients were not coming. And then I decided to leverage AI. I built AI automation tools that helped me to get clients and that took my financial coaching business to 50K monthly recurring revenue. So I have a story of going from a struggling coach to someone who is relatively successful. So that compelling story helps people say, oh, I need to listen to this lady. She knows what she's talking about. She knows what it means to struggle to get clients. And now she'll be able to teach me how to get booked calls in my calendar, 8 to 10 new booked calls in my calendar every single week. So that's how I've created my compelling story and told people this compelling story. So you have to create your compelling story. And your compelling story doesn't have to be business related. It can be related to maybe a personal challenge you faced and you overcame, right? So think of your compelling story. How can you craft it and bring it into your irresistible offer? Number 7 is to highlight social proof. What client success stories can you highlight? What measurable outcomes did these clients achieve? One of the ones I highlight in my masterclass is my client called Lisa. Lisa was struggling before she came to me. She was struggling to get consistent clients. But after I gave her access to my AI tools, after 6 months of working with me at the time, she made $210,000. She's a high ticket coach, right? And I'm not making any income claims here. I'm just highlighting my social proof. Okay. So I say this in my Facebook ads and I say, this is what Lisa has achieved from using my AI systems. Okay. So you have to highlight your client success stories in your Facebook ads or anywhere you promote yourself. And then the last one is to have a clear call to action. No mincing words. At the end of your Facebook ad, you tell people exactly what they should do next. For mine, next call to action is to watch my free 30-minute masterclass. That is it. There is no contact me on Facebook, send me an Instagram message, send me a LinkedIn DM, none of those, okay? It's just one thing, clear call to action, watch the free masterclass. That is it. So in your offer, in your compelling offer, you have to create a clear call to action. For some people, it's book a call. I just feel that people need to go through my masterclass to have a feel for what my AI tools can do before they book a call, right? But if your model is book a call straight and it works for you, go ahead. But I like to have people watch a masterclass before they book a call, okay? Okay, here you can see the final compilation of all of the elements. So I want you to use this workbook and I want you to create your irresistible offer. Okay, action plan. Your If you have an offer already, I want you to refine your offer and then start promoting your offer. Okay, so last week I told you I was building my offer and I've just gone ahead and created Facebook ads for them. Because, like I said at the beginning, the only test of knowing whether you have an irresistible offer is that people will buy it. Okay, so I might maybe help you review your offer and make it better, but the only valid test is that people will pay you. People will dip their hands into their pocket and pay you. That is when you know you have an irresistible offer. So, like I said, I'm giving you access to this workbook for free. Grab the workbook and get to work. Because here's the thing, the only people who succeed are the people who take action. So, take action today. So, I know you might have work commitment, you might have maybe family commitments as well. But decide you're going to take action in your business. And the action you're taking this week is very simple. If you have an offer already, you're refining your offer to make sure it is truly irresistible. And if you do not have an offer, then your action item is to create an irresistible offer. I'm so excited for you. I cannot wait. I'm happy to go through your offer if you want. Drop a comment in the YouTube video and I'll go through and I'll respond. Obviously, I'm a very busy person. I might not respond immediately, but I'll take time to respond. You can also send me a DM if you prefer DM. You can DM me on Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, and I'll get back to you. I'm so excited for you. I cannot wait to hear about all the successes you make in this brand new week. It's Monday. Okay, this episode is coming out Monday, 5 a.m. So you have the whole of the week to go take action, and I'll see you back here on the next episode. Bye for now. Hey, very quickly before you go, if this podcast inspired or encouraged you in any way, please leave us a review on Apple Podcast and share this with a friend. It means a lot to us, and we appreciate your kindness and generosity in doing this. We'll see you back here on the next episode. Bye bye.